If your fear of your parent being financially abused is stopping you from hiring a caregiver, then this video is for you. If you do all the things that I'm going to talk about today in this video, then you're going to greatly reduce the risk of them being taken advantage of financially so that you can finally feel better about getting them the help that they need. Hi there, I'm Sophia, and I'm bringing you new videos every Tuesday to help you be a more successful, more satisfied, and more informed family caregiver. If you're new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any new information. Admit it, one of the biggest reasons that you don't hire a caregiver to help meet the needs of your parent is because you worry about letting a stranger in the home because what if they rob you blind? What if they get the ATM card and withdraw money without your permission? Or what if they steal precious jewelry? You know, you'd be really crazy not to worry about these things. But you don't have to let these worries paralyze you into not getting the help that your parent needs. You have control. There are so many things that you can do to significantly reduce the likelihood of a caregiver taking advantage of a situation. And by the way, if your parent has ever been financially abused by a caregiver, please tell us about it in the comment box below. I do have to say that most caregivers out there are good workers. They love seniors, they have integrity, and they just want to earn their wage by taking good care of your parent. It's those few bad apples out there who have malintent or who see an opportunity to take an advantage in the spur of the moment. They're the ones who make you worry. But if you implement the suggestions that I'm about to give you, then you're going to drastically make the outcome better for everyone. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you need to do is to scan your parents' home, every room, and look for the low-hanging fruit, such as cash, credit cards, ATM cards, bank statements, checkbook, credit card statements, tax information, property information, valuable jewelry, social security information, and also passwords that your parent might have lying around. For your parent, this might be a lot of things, or it might just be a few things. These items should all be secured away either in a locking desk drawer or a closet or a safe, or if you have the space in a room with a lock on the door. Or these items can be safely stored at a trusted family member's home. The next thing has to do with a caregiver having access to your parents' money. Essentially, you want to get rid of any need for your parent to have to ask a caregiver to help them with their finances or their banking. If your parent has a hard time conducting their own banking tasks, such as making purchases or deposits or writing checks and paying bills and balancing accounts, then you want to make sure ahead of time that there's a solution in place before the caregiver starts working, so your parent never has to ask them for help. So start with making arrangements for having their social security checks and pension or other income checks to be automatically deposited. Consider having the mail forwarded to a family member's home or to a P.O. box where only you or another trusted family member has access to. If your parent is able to still make their own decisions, then ask them how they feel about adding you or another trusted family member to their checking account so that bills can be paid on their behalf if they ever need help with this in the future. Even if you live far away from your parent, you can still pay their bills online so that your parent will never need to ask a caregiver for help. Discuss with them the possibility of their completing a power of attorney for finances or a general power of attorney, which would give you or a trusted family member the ability to tend to all of their financial matters in case a time comes in the future when they can't do it themselves. For this to happen, your parent needs to be able to have the mental capacity to sign a legal form. If your parent is not able to make their own decisions or lacks capacity to sign a legal document, then think about consulting an elder law attorney to obtain a conservatorship or a guardianship. This is a court process that will assign you or another trusted person to manage your parents' accounts and assets and make sure that bills are paid and money is used appropriately. If you or another trusted person is not available to help your parent with paying bills and managing money, then consider hiring a professional money manager. These are professionals who work by a code of ethics to help manage the daily bills and finances of seniors. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description below to help you find a professional money manager in your area. Now, one easy way that a caregiver might take advantage of your parent is when it's time to go shopping. I've often heard about caregivers who are given cash to go shop, but they don't bring back the change. And it might be a couple of dollars, but hey, that's going to add up over time. So my next tip is to avoid having to give cash for transactions. If the caregiver is going to need to do some shopping for your parent, then purchase a Visa gift card that the caregiver can use for your parent's needs. There are prepaid reloadable credit cards out there that you can repeatedly transfer money onto as needed, and you can register them online so that you can go and check every transaction to make sure that these purchases were made specifically for your parent. Some caregivers might take advantage of your parent by giving a sad sob story about their life and asking to borrow some money, and they may not pay it back. Well, you can prep your parents ahead of time in case this ever happens so they know how to respond to the request. You can have your parents practice saying something like, "I'm sorry, I don't have any money to give you," or "I'm sorry, my daughter manages all my money, I have to ask her," or "I'm sorry that you're in that situation, but I've always had a rule, never ever to loan out money." Well, whatever your parent is most comfortable with saying, have them practice it over and over. So if you do all of these things, secure the low-hanging fruit, make sure that paying the bills and managing the finances is taken care of so your parent never has to ask a caregiver for help, avoid the need for cash transactions, and preparing your parent ahead of time with responses to a caregiver's asking to borrow money, you are going to significantly reduce the risk of your parent being financially abused by a caregiver. I hope that you're feeling more comfortable, that you're going to be able to hire a caregiver and not worry. So go out there and get your parent the help that they need. You can do this. If you think that your parent is being abused financially or otherwise, I'm going to put a link in the description below for where you can report abuse in your state. And if you found this information on this video informative, then please hit the like button. And if you don't want to miss any upcoming videos on everything senior or caregiver related, then please hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.